Very interesting read. Let's get into it. I did notice through the cards, let's have a look. Every single one came up in reverse. And I was like, okay, universe, what are you trying to show me here? Synchronistically, as they were loaded in the deck, last week's energy was uploaded. And I was like, this has something to do with this reading. This is interesting because every other one had all the cards correct. But for some reason, I do feel this is to do with Divine Feminine. We have directly gone through a major portal between May and this point in time moving forward. And I do feel, especially because this year we had a Mars retrograde, we had a Venus retrograde, Mercury retrograde and a wellness zone and nostalgic energies of Leo, the past and childhood. I feel as we're moving forward, there can be some apprehension, okay, especially moving into the first week of November. Naturally, as we are moving into that nostalgic energy of Thanksgiving and then Christmas and New Year's, I do feel Divine Feminine can feel a little bit of apprehension. Now, I'm noticing through your reading, there are some particular areas in your life that you want to change. It could be down to the revenge body. It might be, but again, I do feel it's more this nostalgia, but it's very intellectual. It's very, what's the word I could use? It feels internalized. It feels you're internalizing something, you're reflecting upon it. Does it have to be something negative? Not necessarily. Can it be, I can't, let's get into it, okay? Look, what I'm feeling is with the Layla energy, the first thing that comes to mind is Layla, you got me on my knees. Now it's in reverse. All your cards are in reverse. I do feel you're going to the past and there can be, I can't say lack mentality, I can say regrets. Regrets, some of that may be more on your side of the fence, some that were totally outside of your control. I do feel a lot of you are wanting to change some circumstances. For some reason, I feel this almost oozes good luck. It feels as though whatever you're looking to, there's going to be something that's hidden, something that's coming to the forefront, some old dream or wish that's coming up. I just don't necessarily feel right away that you feel that's coming. I do feel a lot to do with relationships can be on your mind at this time. And as we get deeper into it, yeah, a lot to do with relationships, a lot of sevens here. Now, Hand of Fatima, it does feel for me, you are looking to the past and you're like, is this destined? Is it a connection? Is it going to come back? The likelihood. But for some reason, I feel a lot of what I'm feeling expecting unexpected. It's weird. We're out of eclipse energy, but I'm very strongly feeling that you may need to become more adventurous. You may need to become open-minded. I feel through the synchronicities of this month, you're going to get guidance. I do feel that you also realize that you can't leave things all to faith. We do need to take direct action. I do feel you're looking at that. You may, as you move through this week, feel as though you don't have the tools. And I'm actually feeling as though you have more than you think. And it's this little hidden gem that unbeknownst to you is going to come to the forefront. I feel it's really going to benefit you. I also feel as though you could have some worries to do with family. I feel you could have some concerns about your creativity, your ability to change something about. Also, you could feel as though you're needing to just be for a moment. A lot of acceptance can be coming through this transformation for you personally. I feel you're willing to take risks, but they're going to be calculated. I feel they're going to be for a reason. I definitely feel you don't want to jump in the deep end for no given reason. There's a lot of lessons that you have learned over the years. An old cycle is ended, but a new one is starting. But for you spiritually, you could feel that the haunting of this situation can still be lingering. And that could be, is the karmic situation going to be an issue? Is it going to remain? There is a cycle here, but there's apprehension. You are assured the star, but for many of you, it's almost like you're just not believing it. I do feel this unexpected surprise and turning time back. There can be some behavioral patterns. There can be some dreams coming back on the table. There's also, this could be the person directly from the past coming back to offer you. But again, I do really get that you're not going to expect it. Yeah, some of you are feeling this person is not capable. Sometimes that can be detachment that one is spiritually going through. And so we, through a case-by-case study, it can be that you're looking at it and you're weighing the likelihoods and you're kind of like, that's never going to happen. And, because you have detachment on it and you have no faith in it. Sometimes losing your faith in a situation means you have detachment, and whatever's naturally supposed to come towards you comes. There could be a choice for some of you between two paths. Some of you have been meditating upon that. That can be through fear. It can be through people's attitudes towards you. There could be an official letter that's coming. There could be information to do with your counterpart and a change that they are going through in their life. I also feel the sacral chakra is rising for divine feminine. And they're having to get creative, very, very creative in their life, especially with problem solving. I feel if you put your energy to good use in a creative sense, it's really going to benefit you. I also feel if you felt you had poured a lot of energy into your TF path, I do feel there is a blessing for you coming. You just, traditionally when we hear a medium or a twin flame guide saying something, it's like, oh, yes, it's about healing. And there will be benefits to this. And we kind of do get down on it because we presume that the only gifts are going to be kind of spiritual or emotional in nature, but it is actually the 3D of it. And I do feel there is a 3D situation that's going to play out for you that's going to be very positive. Yeah, this is the steps you're taking and the work you're doing on yourself are reaching this union point. And there is an offer here. There is an offer of either a contract or a reconciliation on its way. But I do feel spiritually this week, Divine Feminine, you'd be feeling quite negative. And I do feel you're going to be looking at ways you can take yourself into a new direction and make it positive. But there's deep nostalgia here at hand. Masculine also could be thinking about you quite a bit and you could be channeling it. This could actually be taking you further down. I also feel this person may be even crying and feeling quite reminiscent of you. And I also feel that they are seeing the disillusionment that you're going through and they can be dreaming about you. And this could be bringing your vibe down. So just be careful of those psychic attacks. We do have some planets that are going to be going direct quite soon. And with them both in their shadow phase direct, really good time to get your crystals out. Really good time to be prepared. Synchronistically, you can, especially for those of you in absolute no communication, you can feel their energy just prior to communication coming in. Take care, and I'll check in with you guys next week. If you do want a private booking, you can go to the link directly below. Otherwise, stay tuned for our weekly joint connection updates.